Alright, so we are back from the game crash there. We are going to once again try this fight out.
Kill the damn demons already!
Stuck in AoE mode there for a second. Alright. The spells going, and some barriers. And another dispel, try to hit all of them. Very nice. Still want that the one that lets me increase the damage done by dispel, or make there be damage done by dispel. But I'm not sure if I can afford to spend a point on it with all these new abilities we're getting. Thank you for the barrier there. That was very helpful. Dispel the remaining barrier. Shield up as well. Whoa, did my shield go away already? Potion, some kind of in a bad spot. Yeah, let's have... No, he's not fully focused. Sarah is, though. What's her focus ability? 1,000 cuts. Used against the Despair Demon. Might be an AoE, actually. Let's go ahead and use one of these. This guy can be dispelled. Go, Sarah, go. Actually, I have a nice bow for you as well once you're done there. Almost forgot about that. An iron bow I have a new hammer for as well, or an axe or something. And I have a barrier for you as well, because it looks like you need it. And we could use one too. These demons have lots of barriers. Iron will use a potion. He's devouring. I wonder if because of his Reaver abilities he can't heal maybe. All this barrier. Definitely one of those good fights where, or one of those fights where it's good to have barrier penetration, but I don't. I'm going to use this on Iron Bull. I was going to use it on myself, but give him time to use a potion and save himself. He seems to have aggro, so he's doing good there at least. Which makes sense. A tank that can do a lot of DPS is going to be able to hold aggro. Assuming this game's aggro mechanics work similar to the way SWTOR's does. Alright, they're almost down. Oh, come on, Iron Bull, stop losing health. Get that guard up and keep it up. Alright. Well, those are some powerful demons, but they've been driven off now. Let's see what they had on them. Some pure frost essence in case you really want to craft, I guess. We'll open that in a second. Not bad. Like I said, we're not crafting anymore. Weapons. Stonebreaker, was that the one? It's hard to tell. They're all really good. I think it's the new one. It's definitely better, but it doesn't have a rune. Maybe we'll give it a rune when we get back to wherever. The Winter Palace. Alright, let's give it to him. Something different. And then as far as bows go, we want to give Sarah that Elven bow. Although without a... It wasn't that one, was it? It was that guy. Without a rune, though, it's not really better. It would be better. An old Syrian tale speaks of an archer named Arrowwood who traded his heart to the spirit of an oak grove to become the greatest archer in the world. He conquered 100 keeps and slew the west wind with arrows that, once loosed, could never be stopped. Finally, Arrowwood shot the sun from the sky, turning day to night, and the Gothi sent a messenger to seek out the witch of the Arbor Wilds. Depending on the story's version, the messenger never found the witch and dealt with the demon instead, worked for the witch and her daughters for a year and a day, or made a bargain with the Lady of the Skies. In all tellings, the messenger received a coil of fine silk, traveled to Arrowwood's keep, and secretly replaced the archer's bowstring with the magic silk. When Arrowwood tried to draw the bow, his heart shattered and he crumbled into dust. The Gothi bound his bow in an iron case and buried it in the Nahashian marshes so that no one could ever use it again. So if this is the legendary bow Arrowwood, then and there is some truth to that tale, at least a grain of it, then that gives us a clue to where we are, the Nahashan Marshes. Where that is, though, I don't know. Maybe somebody else does. Well, it has other abilities though, right? Piercing arrows, I don't know what that means, but alright, let's give it to her, why not? And I don't think we have anything new for... Oh, we can upgrade everybody from here. Alright, well, I'm not going to worry about that then. Let's see what's in this chest. The Eye That Weeps. Oh, so this is one of those things. This amulet is heavy for its size, and the metal is clammy and sticks jealously to the flesh. The gem in the center contains a liquid that glowers a sluggish red in bright light. Is glowers a word? I think they meant glows. Condensation slowly forms on the gem's outer surface, no matter how many times it's wiped clean. Ugh. Well, if I do that, I will get plus 10% attack speed, which is pretty nice. But I like my my amulet that I have. Let's take that. Notes on the second attempt. Elegance eludes me. The aim is to improve the coordination of the body and sharpen the perception of the heart. But grafts do not live long enough to plumb their worth. The current process is ruined. This batch is lost. Begin again. Alright. I'll give this to Vivian for now, though. This ring and this amulet. Maybe when I have all four, I'll use them. We'll see. What's it called, though? Amulet. That's not it. The Eye That Weeps. There we go. And the Hand That Cuts. What does she currently have? Stagger on hit or heal on kill. Let's do that. Sundered, card pen, barrier pen. Nope, I think that's good. Alright. At least once again, this is one of the ones kind of like the Jaws of Hakken where there's not a lot of junk loot. At least compared to the Descent, which is good because I don't feel like emptying out my inventory between every excursion. Alright, I like they have these little bonus areas there to find. That's kind of cool. And I guess you get one of these things from each one. I hope I didn't miss any yet. I suppose you could go back and explore, but I'm going to assume for now that there's one of these for each of the main quests. If that's the case, there's probably 4 branches of the main quest then, which I'd be okay with. But we'll have to see. So far we just know a little bit more about Fen'Harel, and we know the Qunari are using the Illuvians to travel around Thedas, but for what purpose? We do not yet know. Oh, we're in the deep roads.
Those Qunari cons have gotten far. Be ready.
It's a little more surprising, but we do know that the elves did have relations with the dwarves in the ancient past from other bits of lore. It's mentioned a few times in Origins. In different places, different quests. So it's not too surprising then that they might have had an elven mirror here. I don't know if the dwarves knew about it, but the elves obviously put it here so they could travel to communicate with dwarves that much more quickly. I don't know if that makes the ancient elven empire lazy or efficient. Perhaps both. Alright, take care of them. But not this guy. Mr. Spearman. So the staff is still meant to attack demons. We have fought a decent bit of demons.
Why do Alfie mirror dumpers in the middle of dwarfy things? And why do we keep going through them?
We need to find out what these Qunari were up to. So let's go see, shall we?
I like how in her voice she even treats her like a child. It's so condescending. But I can tell it's born of frustration. I can't entirely blame Bioware for that. Oh, lyrium veins. Or Titan blood. Does that mean we're in a Titan or... Alright. Let's explore, shall we? All of our ice and fire mines. Campfire.
Looks like there was a bad cave-in.
This paper is covered in what appear to be mathematical calculations. An extremely precise and detailed sketch of the wall has been heavily annotated with measured angles, dimensions, and several lines of text in Qunlat. Whatever conclusions were drawn about the measurements are lost. The page has been ripped, seemingly by sharp teeth, and much of the remaining paper is hindered by a hardened layer of dry blood and dust from the cave-in. Did he try to eat it then, to hide it when he was dying, maybe? Guess it worked. Veil quartz. Don't know where he got that from, but don't really care.
Look at all that. The Qunari have a huge operation here.
Yeah, but for what?
Lyria, maybe? For their mages? Uh-oh.
Bring the whole cabin down. This place isn't stable.
Tread carefully.
Boss, your hand's doing that thing again.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the anchor can make itself useful down here.
I just hate using focus, but alright. Plot wants me to, apparently. Statues of Fen'Harel again. So if all these mirrors connected, one connected to Halim Shiral, I'm not sure which Elven god
The
was worshipped
Qunari
there,
are definitely up to something.
if any.
Excavating that cave-in, maybe.
Another Illuvian? Is that what they're hoping to find? But to where? How would they know? I think these are probably Qunari bombs, I guess. What was I gonna say? But I guess these the mirrors in Fen'Harel's lake area connected to his network of places that he controlled, him and his slave rebellion. So I suppose they control this area as well. Deep stalkers. That should give me a lot of focus, but I suppose it is attack based, not damage based or kill based or anything like that. We're getting low on potions already. Careful, team. Is there anything over here? Lots of deep stalkers over there. At least I can get a good vantage point, maybe. Some light.
Who finds a place like this and digs in? What are they doing? How's it not stupid?
I'm sure they have some plot. It's probably well thought out knowing the Qunari. And also quite possibly no good for us. My hand is glowing, I just want to use any more focus. I've used enough already. There might be like secret areas that they mentioned before, but
Look, someone up ahead.
I'm not gonna worry about it.
Human.
Stay back! Oh, wait. Your hand. Are you the Inquisitor?
One and only.
Odd to find a human down in the deep roads at all, let alone one surrounded by Qunari.
We don't have much time. Please, what the Vidasala is doing, you have to stop her.
The Vidasala? That's a high-ranking Bin Hasrath. Specializes in magic. Finding, studying, stopping.
It's like a Templar then.
Not anymore. I don't care whether you serve Fen'Harel or not. Someone has to stop her.
Interesting. I like that we find a human down here though. We've had Qunari down here. This is an Elven thing. Elven mirrors in a dwarven place, and now there are humans here. Everybody's here. Everybody loves the deep roads. Alright, so what does he know about Fen'Harel? I'm very curious about that, actually.
Why do the Qunari think that the Inquisition serves Fen'Harel?
I don't know. The Vidasala said it, and well, you're Dalish. It made as much sense as anything. We've had agents of Fen'Harel causing trouble all over the crossroads. Sabotage, making spirits attack us. I assume the Inquisition was their army. That you came here because Fen'Harel told you to.
Well, as it turns out, Fen'Harel is a high-ranking member of the Inquisition, but of course we don't know that. It does make sense, though, or as much as conspiracy theories make sense, that I'm a Dalish, so maybe we follow Fen'Harel. If you weren't a Dalish Inquisitor, it wouldn't make as much sense then.
Who are you exactly?
My name is Jeren. Sir Jeren, once. I was a Templar in Kirkwall, until I joined the Qun.
You're Qunari.
Kirkwall was madness, chaos. The Qunari were like the eye of a storm. I stand for order and discipline, protecting the innocent from magic. But this plan, it's as mad as Meredith ever was.
If he was in DA2, I don't remember him. But, you know, then again, Hawk did not meet every single person in the city, or every Templar, so it's quite possible that he just wasn't in there. So what's this plan?
What is it that you want me to stop?
This place is a lyrium mining and processing center.
Thought so.
The Qunari need it for... Have you ever heard of Sarabas?
Dangerous thing. It's what the Qun calls mages.
Even as a Templar, I'd never seen anything like the power Sarabas can unleash. And now Vidasala is giving them lyrium. A lot of lyrium. It's part of something she calls Dragon's Breath.
That's a load of crap. There's no way the Vidasala would let any Sarabas within 1,000 feet of lyrium.
There's more to it than that, but I couldn't find out what. The Qunari don't like it when you ask too many questions.
She wouldn't unless she needs him for something. And I don't think Sarabas are any more or less powerful than any other type of mage. But this one here, or the ones here, seem to be quite formidable by what he's saying.
Where are we? Why are there elven mirrors in the deep roads?
This place is close to something like a lyrium spring. The more we mine, the more there seems to be. As for the mirrors, I don't know. Maybe the elves were mining here too.
I mean, the elves probably did need lyrium. Maybe that's why they had such good relations with the dwarves. They were mages after all, and very powerful ones. They might have used blood magic. Wouldn't put it past them if they had slaves, but lyrium is probably cheaper than slave blood.
What are you doing down here?
The Qunari wanted me to teach them everything I knew about lyrium.
Right, being a Templar.
Where it comes from, everything it can do, how we put it to use. I knew enough from my time in the Order. They figured out more. I'm not sure how. Maybe they got to the Carter.
Well, this is a good point.
The Qunari can't be mining their own lyrium. It kills anyone who tries, other than dwarves.
It killed the Qunari at first. But Qunari workers have a discipline only Tranquil can match. And they're quick learners. They figured it out.
I'm not sure I buy that. I hope they'll offer more explanation than that, because the Qunari aren't dwarves. They do connect to the Fade, so it's not just about discipline. And Tranquil aren't just disciplined, they're severed from the Fade. So unless Qunari made their own Tranquil, which is possible, I think... I kind of feel like Iron Bull mentioned that they had Tranquil or something like that at some point. I could be misremembering that, though.
That's not seriously the name of the plan, is it? Dragon's Breath.
You know that most Dragon's Breath destroys everything in its path, right? She said it would save the South. That can mean only one thing. An invasion. This mine is the only source of lyrium the Qunari have. They're using Gatlock, the explosive powder in the round casks, to mine, so they don't have to touch raw lyrium. If you get the primers from Central Supply, you can prime the Gatlock and detonate it. The mines will go up in flames.
This almost sounds more like a Mass Effect mission, but it makes sense. Using the Qunari's own explosives against them.
All right, I'll try to stop them here.
I doubt my blessing counts for much now, but make her watch over you. Deep stalkers and cave-ins will cut off reinforcements, but they'll still come when they hear trouble. You've got to find the Vidasala to end this war before it begins.
Sounds fun. Oh, random choice. Glad it's here, though. Yeah, Leovara is cautious, but she's not going to murder somebody who helped her in cold blood. Execute him. He's a traitor, but not to us. He's a traitor to us, or in our favor.
There's no telling how bad things will get when I destroy the mine. You'd better get moving.
I will. Good luck, Inquisitor.
Let's go. We have a lyrium mine to ruin.
Makes me think we'll see that guy again in a future game, which is good. It's good that they have some setup like that. Alright, let's see what's behind the magical door. Deep Stalkers. All of the damage. Come on, Iron Bull, don't let a couple little deep road rats take you down. We are down to 7 potions. Up, here they come. Ah, they already went over it, didn't they? Am I pulling back with that, maybe? they died before they actually triggered it. Got one. Oh, okay, that's the explosive, right.
Dwarfy walls should glow. That's what makes them dwarfy.
Some lyrium up there. The conversation over here.
Keep feeling like I'm gonna bang my horns on this crap.
Let me go up front then. I'm as good in a fight as you are.
Damn right. You're about the most dangerous person I know. A real Sarabass.
Tried to stitch my lips and you're a pincushion. With arrows.
They don't make a thread strong enough to hold your tongue.
And that's what she said. I think.
Are you concerned about fighting Qunari, my dear?
If this were an authorized operation, I'd have heard about it. This has to be some rogue group of Talvashoth. We'll figure it out and make it right. So, nothing for you to worry about, man.
Yep, I think he's wrong on this one. I think they cut him out of the loop because they were worried he's been compromised. Which I think he has? I think he's more loyal to me than the Qun, but there's one thing I've learned in these games, it's never underestimate Qunari's loyalty to the Qun. Fire or electricity damage. Oh, cool. Well, I have lots of fire damage. So, kablooey! There we go. Still satisfying after all this time.
That doesn't sound good.
Good old fire mine. Oh, the bridge is crumbling. Run, run, run. Run. It might actually be crumbling, but just in case, I figured I would get up ahead. This place is part dwarven, part elven. We already have a bit of barrier.
There's got to be a mistake, boss. The Qunari wouldn't invade now. It's impossible.
Something down there? Just lyrium? I can hear it sing, though. Hey, look, Qunari. Thank you. Yeah, I thought I was going to need it anti-demon stuff for this quest, since we were going to be in the Fade and all. Or, I guess we're actually not in the Fade, we're going in the Crossroads, but I guess there really aren't demons in the Crossroads. We have fought a few demons, but I probably should have done like a anti-living staff, whatever they're called, corruption or cleansing, one of the two. One of them's darkspawn, one of them's people.
There's one of the mining platforms.
Don't remember which
now
is
we just
which.
need primers.
All right, let's keep looking.
This cavern is barely holding together.
Don't want to fall down there. They know we're here, but there's not too much they can do about it. Oh, they just all backed into that, didn't they? Or I guess my Mark of the Rift pulled them in. Let's try it again, shall we? That must be the Balas and whatever her name is. Or her role is, I guess. Qunari are, of course, named by their roles. I hear her talking to the Cerebus. Anything in here I should grab before I go down? Am I backtracking? Yeah, kinda. Crane. Oh, I feel a sneeze coming on. Eh, maybe not. Thank you for the barrier, Vivian. I actually came in here just to give me that barrier. True friend. Will that go? Yeah, it's gotta be one of Sarah's attacks. Uh-oh. Watch your heads and your horns. Keep moving. There's the Gatlock. Mine. Rain. Not entirely sure where we're supposed to be going here to find the primers, but let's keep exploring. There's a lot more bad guys down there. You know, it might have been worth it to go with one of those, was it a sigil, I think, for armor that improves fire damage by 10%, but
If that Templar was telling the truth, the primers should be in here.
it means you can't use other types of elemental damage. That'd be kind of cool, because I do have, well, I guess my other attacks wouldn't do any spirit damage then, which would be a little unfortunate, but I do mainly use fire attacks, including my auto attack. Torn notebook in the Deep Road section 2. Oh, I missed section 1. Many of these pages are filled with sketches of elven statues matching the ones found in the area, along with notes and what look to be attempts to practice Kunlat. Actually, maybe the one I found before that was half chewed was note 1? Not sure. They say the agent of Fen'Harel caused trouble in the crossroads. Not an agent of Fen'Harel, I think it's him himself. I wish I knew. I wish whoever fights in the name of the old wolf was around to fight when the Darkspawn took my clan. Mine is not the question. I have chosen the Qun. The Qun will protect me. Rethvost, you all protect. Rethadim, they all protect. Rethsam, we all protect. These statues are older than anything I saw in my days with the clan. The area is dwarven, though. What were the ancient elves doing down here? Mining? Where were the dwarves? Easier to have them mine it. Not a trading post. You don't go into a friend's home, knock over their gods, and put up your own. War? I don't remember any legends about our people fighting the dwarves. Though I remember my keeper telling a story about how the dwarves feared the sun because of Elgarnon's fire. A metaphor for the elves of Arlathan driving the dwarves underground? Qunari like metaphors. I should share that. Interesting ideas there. Alright, let's, I'm gonna use these potions and hope that we get a full restore here. Yep, cool. So most of them do seem to fully restore it. I don't know why that one couple, episodes
That
back.
looks like a perfect target. Don't you agree, my dear?
Very much so. I'm not sure why that one only gave me 2 potions. What's our target up there? It's a fine target, but okay, I see a bunch of cranes and a mine. Do we have to go to them? See, I heard them mention as we walked by. You know, there's the primers that were mentioned, but I don't actually see them. Okay, this is back in that cave. Well, if these are all cranes, maybe the idea is to grab the primer from the mine. Where's the mine? Over here? Probably wrong, but let's give it a try. Whoa, watch out. Alright, this is the mine is the bridge here, which is locked. We can't go over that. I think we were over this way when I heard the dialogue about the primers. Is it this? Do I have to use the crane? Do I click on it somehow? Or do I just shoot fire at it? Like, it's not a target I can really attack. Please tell me this isn't a bug, because I've heard there are some bugs with this DLC. Really hoping this is not one of them. Alright. Can I go over this bridge? Oh, maybe I can go over the bridge. Oh, derp. Okay, I'm an idiot. Well, that explains it. Oh, and a bad guy.
We're almost there.
Boss fight. Who's that big Qunari in the back? I want to fight him. Shock Trooper. Doesn't seem to have any ranged attacks. And now he doesn't have any attacks because he's dead. Yay, go team. Some more spearmen though, and they do have ranged attacks. Let's keep one weakened at least. Central supply. This must be where they're storing their Gotlock supply. Cerebus, watch out. Let's dispel him. Where'd he go? Cerebus is a lot fiercer than the one we fought in DA2. Or the ones we fought. Oh. Use a potion and put the barrier. I wonder if he's been eating lyrium. It's more of like a war mage than the other ones were too. Heart of Rage, a unique staff. Permaflame. All nearby enemies are constantly burning. Ooh. Grants 50% bonus resistance to fire and 50% bonus fire damage. Wow. That's actually a really good staff for Leovara, but I like my current staff. Let's see what it looks like though. Heart of Rage. It kind of has like a Dalish look to it, but it's not really. Why is it such low DPS? Because it has no rune, I guess? That's gotta be why. Yeah. Okay, let's use it for a bit. But I do want to change back. We'll use it until we get back to Hallam Shirol, and then I'll change back to my staff. I do want to try out the increased fire damage thing. Nice dagger for Cole if we get to use him again. More supplies. We use a lot of potions in this quest, but we don't seem to be hurting for them, really. What is this? Armor?
We've got the primers.
Oh, this is the primers. Gotcha. So now we go to the crane in the mines, I guess?
Such a stockpile of lyrium. Even Orzammar doesn't keep this much on hand.
Yeah, definitely Elven. Guess they need it for all their rituals. They need it for something.
Are you quite all right, Inquisitor? It hasn't escaped me that the anchor is acting up.
It's nothing to worry about, Vivienne.
Don't be stoic at the expense of your health. Dorian and I will have to put our heads together, but we should find some way to slow it down.
Well, as long as I keep discharging it, it seems to be okay. One of the more Qunari. One of the upgrades to the ability is really cool in that it makes the abilities from it a lot more powerful, I think, or makes this do damage or something like that. But if you don't use it and it charges up all the way, it explodes on you, and I don't know if it kills your entire party, but it does a lot of damage to your entire party. Which I like that mechanic. Sounds fun. It might just actually make the focus regenerate faster. Maybe that's what it does. But that's the drawback, is you have to actually use it. It's kind of nice because it gives me a reason to actually use it, instead of hoarding it like I normally do. Alright, so yep, those are the targets we're going to go to. That makes sense. Crane number 1. I guess we plant them all here. No, I guess we detonate them too. Should we stand back? Oh, that's cool. You can actually hit it with fire. Down goes the crane. We've got to be very careful. Can we go back and like grab the Alluvian and have Iron Bull carry it with, behind us? That way, as soon as this place starts to crumble, we can all just jump through it. It's not a bad idea, but I don't know how mobile Alluvians are. More Qunari coming at us. Saw them on my radar there. Or I guess I sensed them as a mage. That would be one way to justify it, at least. That's all of them. Try to stop us as they might. It will do no good. Let's shoot, can I shoot that thing? Where is it? There we go. Down she goes. Spewing rock in her wake. Ooh, waterfalls. They do not look very clean though. I guess it is groundwater. There are bad guys up here, so if you want to like cast a barrier on me on the way up, Vivian, I wouldn't mind that. Oh, this could be bad. Barrier, barrier. Thank you. I'm gonna jump down actually. Aha. That's one way to do it. Oh, I like that. That looks cool, the animation that comes with it. Oh, I do like this staff. I wish there was like a recipe for it, or like a, you know, it'd be really cool if there was a Fade imbued item that did that same exact effect that you could find somewhere in this DLC, and there might be. Not, I probably wouldn't notice though if I saw it in the wiki. But, so I'm not, I don't know, this staff's, I don't know if I like it or not. My first instinct is no, but it does kind of look like an Elven Keeper's staff. Something that might have been carved from an old oak tree, maybe. That animation being all fiery is really cool and actually really fitting for the build I have, so I am tempted to use it, at least for a little while longer. See, look at that, that's so cool! Oh, sorry, that's just you guys. Like an immortal fire mage. So awesome. Alright, let's go back around here. Up, and I'm on fire again. Enemies nearby, somewhere. Feel the wrath of the elephant gnaw. My character was in KOTOR, that would be her little battle cry. That they all tend to have. In Origins too. They don't really have battle cries in this game, when you think of it. But in Origins they always did. Remember in KOTOR, Karst was like, down you go! And I know there were ones in Origins, I just can't think of any of them. I know Alistair waited a few. Alright. Detonator placed. And I think you can guess how we're going to blow that up. With fire magic!
That's it. Let's get out of here and warn the others about this Dragon's Breath plan.
Maybe Red's got news from her sources by now. We can ask her. You know, assuming we make it out of here without drowning.
Yeah, let's get back to the Alluvion before this whole place comes crumbling down on top of us. Goodbye, ancient elven reservoir. It was cool seeing you. Epic music starts playing. I should have done the other order. I should have done the Pull of the Abyss first. Alright, we do have our ability fully charged now. So maybe I'll use it if we see a big group of enemies. I kind of thought we'd be fighting the Cerebus and what's her name here? Maybe they already left through the Alluvion? Maybe they're going to be like one of the main bosses of this DLC. And I guess if we're fighting Qunari the whole time, that makes sense, but it seems like a kind of anticlimactic end boss for the entire game. This is the last piece of DLC. So I wanted to fight Nightmare and not just some random Qunari Ben Hasrith leader. Well, I guess the leader, or the final boss of Origins, you look at it that way, was just a Vartarel, which is cool, brand new enemy. But I see you. Fire sees all. Fire burns all. Haha. I'm enjoying this new staff. Whoa. In case you couldn't tell. Barrier back up again. Be her. Maybe we do get to fight her. I really hope so. I think it'd be much cooler if she was like a mini boss of this area than the big bad overall. Ooh, that's cool. Minus 50% attack, though. Doesn't that balance out? Are percentages not multiplied in this game? I guess they're added, because otherwise that wouldn't make any sense. Alright, so this is not the way out. Over here probably it is. I'll try to save our potions in case there is a boss fight. But there might not be. Have we been back here? These walls of blue flame were cast by the agent of Fen'Harel as he ran through the place bringing chaos and destruction. Do not light fires near them, do not go near them. Fen'Harel's mage servant made them to hamper us, and they bring only death. Interesting that the Qunari talk about, or at least somebody that was with them, was talking about Fen'Harel though, like they actually believe him to be a real thing. Wonder if there's some history there, or if it's just believing in the story. But it makes sense why these purple fires are where. I didn't really think about that, but obviously Solus is the one making it. Alright, it says don't put fire near it, but let's try it. Didn't seem to do much. Alright, anything over there? A ladder. We're invulnerable, go us. Didn't really mind using it there since I already had all my focus anyway. And it does seem to be about 2/3 of a bar. Plus 10%. Okay, see that's the kind of sigil I was talking about that might be useful for me to have. It doesn't completely reduce all other damage, but it halves it and gives you plus 10% fire damage. Honestly, with this staff, that might be a really good combo. But I still don't know if I'm torn. I want to use my staff that I crafted. Well, I'm gonna probably die now. Didn't think about how I was gonna get down. But I really like the abilities of this staff and the animation. Maybe I'll use it for a little while longer, but I do want to use my staff in the end. Oh, he has no health left. That makes this easy. See, who doesn't love a good fire spell?
We should see where that leads.
This is not the way we came then. Oh, maybe it is. Elfiscari, our Templar brother is in need of re-education. He must be located and returned at once. Vidasala. So we know what that's about.
Why are dwarves so short but carve their tunnels so tall?
Is that it? The same reason elves make their cathedrals so big, I think, and humans make their towers so tall. What that reason is, I'm not sure. Compensating, maybe? Or just trying to make things look grand. Alright, let's climb out of here. I think we did come this way. It looks very familiar. Nope, not that way. Yeah, this way. Yeah, I'm pretty positive of it, actually. Ooh, watch your step. It is dark in here. I kind of like that, though. It makes sense that it would be dark.
Poor man. He didn't make it far.
Needs a large amount of stamina for killing an enemy. Do you want that, Sarah? Probably. Again, I don't really like these for like boss fights, but I probably won't have her when I get to like the final boss fights, so might as well do it. It's pretty good too. What does Iron Bull have? Max stamina. Yeah, it's probably better for him. It's usually warriors limited by stamina, not cooldowns. At least that's what it seems. Yeah, it's the Illuvian, I'm pretty sure. This health message is getting really annoying. I don't want to use up all my potions in case there's a fight coming up. I really hope there is.
So, who gets to tell Cullen and Josephine we're probably at war with the Qun? Anyone?
As if.
They're going to kill me.
I don't think she'd mind telling them what's going on. Somebody's gotta do it. You can't be mad about the truth. Well, they can, but they have no right to be. Alright, no boss fight, I guess. Back to Halam Sharal it is then. We didn't really get a chance to use their focus abilities either. Oh well. I guess I should be a little more liberal with my use of those focus abilities. The music hasn't stopped yet.
Dragon's breath. The Qunari always enjoy their metaphors. But what does it mean?
Who knows? Qunari agents moving through Illuvians to attack the south is bad enough already.
I still do not understand why they accused the Inquisition of serving Fen'Harel.
Maybe they know that Solus... Well, no, because they keep saying the agent of Fen'Harel. So they must know that he's an agent of him somehow. I mean, they obviously believe that. But do they know it for a fact? Because if they did, then I would obviously associate... If they associate Solus with Fen'Harel, then they associate us with Solus. That's the connection there. I think this is what she would want to believe.
We know that Mythal actually exists. It's possible Fen'Harel is still here in some form, too. What you describe in the ruins certainly implies that the Dread Wolf of Elven legend is a real person.
Or was.
But how does that implicate us? What made them decide that the Inquisition serves this Fen'Harel?
Hopefully we will learn more after we have stopped them.
Let's see the Exalted Council try to disband the Inquisition after we've saved them from this dragon's breath.
We must find out what Dragon's Breath is first. For now, our only lead is the Qunari leader, the Vidisala.
Gentlemen!
My apologies, Lady Josephine. There has been an incident with one of your soldiers.
How dare you? It was bad enough that the Inquisition chose not to inform the Exalted Council of the Qunari Corps.
Ole would have been happy to help with the matter.
But now your own guards are attacking servants? You have overstepped your bounds.
What is going on here?
My plan to seize power in Ferelden would hardly start with soldiers scuffling in Orlais, Altegan.
While the Exalted Council is our foremost priority, the Inquisitor will, of course, address this matter personally.
Thank you, Inquisitor. Ole stands ready to assist the Inquisition, as always.
Secrets and lies. Do you understand why we fear your Inquisition? You act as if you're the solution to every problem. How long before you drag us into another war?
I think war is already here. Whether you wish it to be or not. I was going to say, I don't think there needs to be a reason for them to associate us with Fen'Harel. They could just say it as a way to rally the troops, but...
What's going on here?
Of course there is.
The Orlesians tried to take one of our people, Inquisitor. We've secured the area.
This is the Winter Palace. You cannot simply seize control when one of your guards attacks a servant.
The Inquisition is handling this. When some noble commits a crime of fashion, you can take over.
I only asked what he was doing.
And when I refused to bow to the Inquisition's dogs, you attacked me. How would you like us to handle the situation, Inquisitor?
Sigh.
That barrel there, where did it come from?
I was ordered to bring wine for the guests.
Is that a Qunari bomb?
You're lying.
Your Inquisition soldiers are completely out of control.
No, we're in control. Keep talking and you'll find yourself in chains.
Okay, well, the barrel's very suspicious, but is it... Maybe it is just wine? Arrest the servant or take the guard into custody. I'm not really sure I have all the details to make this decision yet, but let's go with the servant and see what happens. I'm kind of worried that the game wants you to choose, like the Rares want you to choose this though, and then maybe they'll prove you wrong, but... Was there something he said that should have given him away? He hasn't said much. Nope. Alright, let's go with this.
Please take the servant into custody.
Right away, Your Worship.
Inquisitor?
Ambassador Montillier will explain later. For now, please hold the servant for questioning.
As you say, Inquisitor. Lord Cyril will hear about this.
Inquisitor, I also found this by the barrel. I can't read the language.
Did you resolve the problem with the guard?
The guard is the least of our problems. Someone smuggled Gatlock barrels into the Winter Palace.
Smile, Inquisitor. There are many eyes upon us. At least now we know the true extent of the dragon's breath.
Typical Orlais, you have to smile when discussing particularly bad news.
How are you still smiling?
Years of training as a bard, Inquisitor. We cannot show weakness now. Enemies could be watching, or we can let them seize idle conversation between two friends.
Yeah, I think they're gonna probably expect the worst, being trained Qunari agents.
You think the dragon's breath is these Gatlock barrels?
Of course. A surprise attack, even through the Illuvians, would have met fierce resistance. But if everyone at the Exalted Council died in an explosion, the South would be rudderless, vulnerable to attack. This is what Corypheus should have done after the explosion at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. An attack as swift and unstoppable as the breath of a dragon.
I wonder if they were kind of inspired by the idea of the breach and the way the explosion there destroyed that council. Alright, so I wonder if there's a stronger connection there, because Corypheus used the orb to make that explosion, I'm pretty sure. And we know those orbs are important. Hopefully we're going to find out more about what they are and what they do. Because, I mean, the orb that Corypheus used, the one that was destroyed, was Fen'Harel's orb. It seems to be very important to him. Like, the whole reason this all happened is because he gave it to the Corypheus in the hopes Corypheus would end up opening it for him. But obviously that plan went awry. But I want to know the details of it.
The guard who confronted the servants said she found this note near one of the barrels. It looks like Qunari writing.
Let me see. I picked some up from the Iron Bull, though I'm told my accent is atrocious. These are orders for positioning the Gatlock in the palace. When duty has been performed, report to the Vidisala through the mirror marked by a bookcase.
Just note too, those things I was saying about Fen'Harel, those aren't spoilers. Those are things we learned in the cutscene between him and Mythal or Flemeth. Took me a second. Alright.
Mirror marked by a bookcase. I'm on my way.
Good. While you do that, I will have agents locate the Gatlock barrels and remove them safely. I will also send word to my foreign contacts. We must see where else this dragon could strike.
Alright, so far we're staying one step ahead of them, but just barely. Well, I think it's going to be it for episode 143, but I will do one more tonight, so stay tuned, and we will continue to investigate this mysterious Qunari threat.